What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Lizzo has some receipts of some of her backup dancers doing a little thotting it up, okay? And this is important because, again, as a woman like Lizzo, I don't think she would ever think that she would be in such a situation. One of the reasons is she's a woman, and a lot of times these backup dancers, these women who dance for you, they look up to you, and that's their thing. Oh my God, you're my idol. Oh my God, you're this. Oh my God, you're that. And so that's kind of how folk take it and things like that, right? So this is probably what is happening here. Nevertheless, listen to what I'm trying to say. These women came after Lizzo in the same way you would see women accusing men. Okay, he sexually harassed me. He inappropriately touched me. He did X, Y, and Z to me, so on and so forth. We all know what happens, okay? But this is what they're saying about Lizzo. This is very similar, I won't say equal, but similar to an allegation that happened with Mr. Chris Brown. If you guys remember, there was a young lady that Chris Brown was involved with, and he didn't want anything to do with her. So she said that he basically did these horrible things to her, and she wanted to get him for $20 million, right? I want to play a clip of how that ended up for her, and then I'm going to come back.
A big development, if you recall, there was an allegation made by a woman in the Miami area that Chris Brown a couple of years ago. Well, there are new texts that came out that not only Chris Brown has circulated, but the police department in Miami Beach has these texts as well. And the lawyer for the woman now has these texts and has essentially fired her client for deceiving her.
Right. Remember, this is the anonymous accuser who also sued Chris for $20 million. But as Harvey just said, her attorney says the client did not give her all of the information, this information that has just now come out, these text messages that started the day after their encounter and continued for several months. In some of the text messages, this is just one of them, where the woman says to Chris, "You are honestly the best blank I've had. LOL, I just want it again."
And missing you.
And then at the end there, you can tell that Chris is not replying, and she seems rather angry at him or frustrated that he's not replying. And then she says, "You told me to stay, and then you're going to try to play me. That's crazy. I didn't deserve that, but you definitely got it."
Okay, so, guys, you hear that, right? This is very interesting, and I want to talk about this. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because he had these receipts. Whatever the case is, those receipts are there, right? Now, let me get back to this point. Lizzo has these pictures of her colleagues taking basically photos with these adult dancers, smiling, looking happy, with these naked dancers, all of this. When they're saying that they were pressured into these sexual situations. So the lawyer is saying, we have this, which is Marty Singer. So we have these photos, okay? And in addition to that, obviously you have some of these people talking about Lizzo was accusing them of fat shaming, or she's basically talking about their weight. But the thing is, here are the photos, okay? Now, there are other allegations about eating bananas from one's private part and all of that. The reality is this, okay? And I'm going to let you ladies out here know this, just like I would tell the men. A lot of you ladies out here who are doing very well in the private sector, congratulations to you. I think that's wonderful. I think that's great. I'm one of your biggest supporters. I'm glad you're getting to the bag. Trust me. Your boy is happy for you. And there are a lot of black men that are really happy for you. It's the truth. We are. What you don't know is, to whom much is given, much is required, right? Something like that. Now you're going to be responsible for dealing with people coming after you. And it's not just women. It will be men. It will be broke men also. It will be broke women also. And how they gonna try to get to you ladies out here, and I've seen it already. Oh, I'm your biggest fan. Oh, you inspire me. Women's empowerment. See, that's how they gonna come. And most ladies who got something going on, and you done something for a lady, that was her entrance, because I've seen it in the industry. Women's empowerment. This is, I really appreciate you. You empower me. You're my role model. And as soon as they don't get what they think they're going to get, then all of a sudden you are, a really terrible person. You're not a nice person. You're an evil sort of person. You did X, Y, and Z. And if you don't have any of these receipts there, then now you can't vindicate yourself. And the thing is, look at all of the damage has been done to Lizzo's brand. No more Super Bowl party. Which is a huge stage to lose. It's a lot of money. Some concert she's been canceled from. She's losing money behind this. Okay? And a lot of people, I really want to ask you, are you really ready for success? Like, do you understand what vultures it brings? This is why a lot of people who are rich try to stay in the behind the curtains if they can, as much as possible. People who really got money, they really don't want folks to really know about it. Okay? That's not what they really look for. I think people who are new to money, that's what you want. But people who got money and they understand the problems that come along with it, they're not the ones doing that stuff. All right? They want to be behind the scenes as much as possible, away from stuff as much as possible. That's what they want to do. Why? Because of stuff like this. Because who is the most sued people? Rich people, right? You're rich and you're famous. And here's something also that you gotta understand. You talk about sexual things. Like, this is why it's so easy for Trey Songz to get in trouble, or R. Kelly to get in trouble. Because they know that you have this history, so they don't have to prove it. So Lizzo talks about things openly. So what they can always come out and say is, well, she's a sexual deviant. Like, listen to what she's talking about. She even talked about it on the radio. See, it must be true. So when you're out there expressing yourself in somewhat of a reckless way, they can easily come out and hit you with those arguments. Oh, see, that's what she does. She did it to me. But now, when we look at the pictures, it don't look like you was so forced to do anything. You happy as hell. And again, that's why so many guys, before they start having sex with somebody, what are you seeing guys do now? Guys are making ladies sign some sort of agreement. This is what they're doing. Come out, sign this agreement, then we're going to record it. So you can't come back and say, what? I did X, Y, and Z to you. Okay? That's what they're doing. So, again, this is a cold game out here. And I hope the brothers out here is peeping the game. Like we used to always say back in the hood, peep game, man. Like you need to really do that, because people are crazy, guys. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.